Hey, welcome back to MVP Hot Wheels. This is Diesel Mac, and I have the Gremlin grinder in front of us. All the earlier variations, with the exception of one of the tougher cars back in the day, the Hertfield's Gremlin grinder. That one is fairly expensive and extremely hard to find in a decent condition for sure. They started out obviously in the green with the orange Gremlin on them, and then went to the Super Chrome series and had a green Gremlin with the X behind him. I do have a base variation on that early green one. So let's go ahead and go over the car in its entirety. So pretty cool enamel green paint there. And you got, like I said, the orange Gremlin with the X behind him with some yellow or lime kind of pinstriping there. Nice big blown big block there hanging out of the hood. Blue tinted windows, black interior, and these pretty cool red lines. This one's in fairly good condition. They've got a couple chips here and there, and that seems to be fairly common on these cars. It's really hard to get one in mint condition, but there are probably hundreds available in not so mint condition there on eBay, and still commanding pretty decent prices even for those. The green one's not super tough to find. You could, if you really want to if you want one in card, that might set you back a couple $100. But in this condition, probably, $80, $70, $80 for it. And maybe a little better if, depending on, how many more chips you get on there. But anyway, this would be the earlier base. Or the original base. You've got Hot Wheels, the name of the car, Gremlin Grinder. You can see Mattel Incorporated 1974. Hong Kong, and then you've got this U.S. patented and foreign patents pending. Usually means that there's no patent in Canada yet that they applied for, and it just hasn't come through. And I'll show you that on this one. Again, pretty decent condition, a couple chippies scattered throughout, but this is that base variation, so they've barred over the U.S. part in front of patented, and then they just show U.S. and Canada, and so that would be the base variation on this one. A lot of your earlier cars from the 60s, 70s, and early 80s will have those type of base variations, so that's something to look out for on a lot of these cars that were from that time period. So if you're looking, if this is, casting you really want to go after and you're looking for all those different variations, it does add one to this one. But other cars that could add a bunch of, because they've made more colors and stuff like that. Oddly enough, this one didn't have an alternate color. You just got the Hertfield's one, and I think the Hertfield's base has the original base from the one that I saw, but there's not a lot of examples out there. It could be both bases. But with that being an extremely limited run, I find it hard to believe that it would have, multiple bases. They would have, probably made all of them at one time using the same mold, and moved into the next one, which is the Super Chromes one here. So here we have the earlier Super Chromes with the red lines. You can see this one's not the greatest condition, but definitely the tampo is in pretty decent condition. You can definitely tell what it is. Again, these are tough to get in really good condition. Still has the blue tinted windows and black interior, and this has got the later base on it, so you can see here the bar where US was, and then over bar with the USA or US and patented part of it. So there's a good look at it. Red line wheels are in really good condition, just need a little help on the chroming there. And then same thing, pretty much same condition, unfortunately. You can see where it's starting to kind of rub off the chrome, probably from all the touching that's had over its whole life, who knows, and I'm continuing to touch it, of course, but for video purposes only. No, just messing. This is the Blackwall version of it. I had this one quite a bit before I got the red line, but I'm not going to say that which one is tougher. It seemed like they were kind of both equally on there. Finding a really good mint version of any of these cars, like I said, is very tough to do. So that's I think the tough part, depending on how mint you want it. And there's a couple of packaged green ones on. I don't think I saw a Super Chrome's Gremlin on a card available, but those green ones were like 400 bucks, so kind of expensive. And there is the base. Both of the Super Chromes have the same base. I went through hundreds of pictures of those and couldn't find one with the earlier base, so not saying it doesn't exist, but that's something to look out for. And these are the 4 main variations. Like I said, there's one with Herpes, the same color that you see written on the side, usually in this little somewhat yellow, written on the side with Herpes on it. Extremely tough. I think one of them sold on a really decent header card and baggy, clear baggy and whatnot, for like $900. I don't know if a deal was made or if that was the final price or whatever, but way up there. It would have been really nice if they used this casting a few more times. It would have been cool to see it in the Real Riders series, the OG Real Riders. That would have been kind of cool. See some of that on there, some gray hubs or something. A black design would have been pretty nice, but I don't know, they kind of just dropped off and left this one behind. They did retool it, and I think the last 10 years, RLC has a updated, retooled variation of it, so you can get one in extremely nice condition that way if that's what you're looking for. But yeah, this was pretty much it, which is sad because I think this is a good casting, and I would have enjoyed more variations of it. So let me know what kind of variation you would have liked to see down in the comments below, and yeah, you'll be able to see these on MVP Hot Wheels. So pictures are already taken and up on there. If you subscribe for the low price of $5 a month, you can start tracking your collection. And we are in talks with the developers about the guide part to go print out some printable guides and stuff for you. So stay tuned for that. And I got a mail call, and I did put the Jaguar D-types in, so that video is coming soon also. And yeah, I'm gonna keep pushing through and providing, getting as much information on the website as I can, and then obviously through the videos here. So hit that like button if you're enjoying what you're seeing, subscribe if you haven't, and go over to MVP Hot Wheels and check that out too. And thanks for watching.